Hello everyone. How are you? Hope all is well with you all and you and your families are doing okay. Remember, we got to stay strong, especially for our weaker family members, neighbors, and friends. Remember to love thy neighbors as thyself, and that is from the good book. Remember, anything you can share, it makes a whole lot of difference. Jamaica is filled right now with pain and suffering. People life as they know it totally destroyed, and many have to totally adjust their lives for family and friends and in order to help other people. Trust me, it's not easy moment right now. Now we all know that Hurricane Mellisa desecrated Jamaica. Some parishes got it worse than some parishes. And we know St. Elizabeth totally got trashed and destroyed. But Westmorland is even worse. And trust, you can't get any worse than that. But my problem is why it's not been bombarded with help like St. Elizabeth. I know some of the reasons is because access to Westmorland is limited but improving each day, while St. Elizabeth is more popular because more people are going to St. Elizabeth, which is totally destroyed. I understand all that. And some people are going there is for the fanfare in terms of, yes, they are coming with help, but at the same time, they want to know that they are part of the in crowd that went to St. Elizabeth. There are other places that want some of this in crowd too. While all help is accepted, we need to spread out the help a bit more. Because look over in Little London, it's devastated. Bay Road, destroyed. Big Bridge, super flooded. McNeil Land, destroyed, flooded, and people need help. They need food and they need water. Getting into Savlamar, like getting into many other areas, it's a travesty because many poles are down. You barely see any poles standing anyway. Many roofs landed on the street. Look at Mannings High School. Total destruction. Devastated. Darliston, impossible. Pure landslides throughout. And there are people in those areas that can't get out, and they need people to get into those areas to help them. They need water. They need food. Overall, everywhere needs shelter. I don't see a lot of sheltering going on in any of these communities. No temporary shelters making up with soldier and police present at least to do some level of security. Where are the shelters? Yes, people getting food, and if the rain even drizzle right now, then wet up again. We need to just more than food. But right now, food is the staff of life, of course. Every help, as I said, is accepted, but we need to spread out the help a bit more. Remember, in Sav, Westmorland, no phone service at all. There's no electricity. Let's take a look at Mannings High School. It is totally in rubbles, like a dump. Everything trashed to the ground. Yeah? Mannings High School is a historic school. It started back in 1971 when Thomas Mannings left lands for free to build a school that was officially established back in 1738 after the Jamaica Assembly. They passed an act to formalize the donation. Over decades, it gained its prominence. and became one of the most relevant institutions of its kind, admitting both boys and girls. Their motto is life without learning is death, and that is so true, and has stand out in many sports and educational activities. Now it lays like rubbles one side. Imagine, Mannings once stood as a monument in Westmorland, all ripped to shreds by Hurricane Mellisa. Please, people are in need of help. They need food and water in Westmorland. Their homes are destroyed. Over in St. Mary, it's bad. People are still trapped in their communities. They have many landslides. They have lost loved ones who their remains are still not taken up, and the smell is getting atrocious. They have lost livestock. They have lost their homes. They are equally desperate for attention and rescuing. We can't just focus on one area because it's popular. Because one thing with Jamaicans, anything that is popular, everybody want to run there. One thing with Jamaicans, anything that is popular, they are going to focus their attention there. But just bear in mind, you can make other places popular too and set your own path. Everyone is needing help. Everyone can't be going just to St. Elizabeth. Even though it's my area as well, as is St. Mary, we need to be better organized in how we distribute help. I'm telling you, being on the ground, it brings tears because I feel so helpless, because I wish I could do so much more, and there's only so much that I can do. This young man explains it so much better. Listen.
This call is for the my Jamaican brothers. My Jamaican brothers in Kingston, St. Catherine, St. Thomas, Portland, the places that are not really affected, St. Anne. I'm asking you, please, Clarendon, can we just organize ourselves tonight? Call a friend, tell a friend. Can we get at least 10 to 50,000 Jamaican men across the island, meet up, Tivoli, Jungle, Rima, me not have call no. We're asking you to put aside politics and garrison business. We have Jamaicans who are trapped, whole heap of Jamaicans right now, thousands of Jamaicans, nothing can get to them. A mother with children, or mothers with children, I pray if you see somebody come. No light, no electricity. Some of them are beer water they run them. Nothing to eat. Everything gone. Everything wet. Pitney a ball. Pitney hungry. Nothing can cook. I am asking the government of Jamaica to make the JUTC buses available in a Half Tree Square, Old Harbour, Spanish Town. People, give us some numbers. Can you give us some outline where we organize this tonight? Tonight, Mr. Desmond McKenzie and all of uno me a talk to. Uno in charge of them something here. Make the JUTC buses available. Juta Tours, please. We ask for your help. Persons with private buses, people with big vehicle, because everybody can't drive them little car go down there. And not everybody have car. Can we transport thousands of Jamaican men, a few country, a few people them trapped, a few people them down there are dead right now? Please, get yourselves organized. Get your cutlasses. We can have one or two buses where we transport the cutlass them or whatever it is. Everybody grab a cutlass and we go down there as men, Jamaican men. Please, we need every available support. Oh, no, I'm passionate about this. This is beyond passion. People are dying by the minute. Some people cannot even get through to Santa Cruz. Moreover, for reach down to Lacovia, for get through Alan Bamboo, for get through to we're around this name, forget all the way down to Middle Quarters, and then forget all the way to Black River, then forget to Sav. Hello, it is a whole heap of debris and trees. Me know that because me drive around the whole country. So me know where we have a lot of vegetation there. A whole heap of trees and stuff are along that path. Right now, me know almost every Alan Bamboo wall down there, sir. We need every man. The women can stay home with your children. Make them go stay with the mother or something. All of the man them in a Jamaica, me a call pan the wall uno. A wall uno. Jump in on the vehicle. Who can go down from tonight go start chop. Go help. With a big flashlight them and stuff. Let's go. Wait till earlier morning. We left out from 4 o'clock. And we can reach some people and save some lives. Thousands of lives are at stake. Me know that. Me don't need nobody to tell me know that. All I wanted was just one report about a situation. I got the reports I needed. And I'm telling you, it's devastating. Please, the Jamaican man them. A whole of uno come together on a dog, jumping on a V, taxi man, nobody know if you're gonna work. Apart from essential workers right now. Don't worry about the school. If it ain't now got dunce. If we lay them off for another 2 weeks, then now I get more dunce. Make you put in them 10 home who need to stay home in the constituencies or the parishes that are okay. Let's get to the people them who need our help now. St. Elizabeth, Westmorland, Hanover, Trelawney and parts of Trelawney too. Because the storm walk there so. A lot of people are devastated. No help, no light, no communication. I pray if you see somebody come through the bush or through the rubble. Let's get every single available hands on deck now. 50,000 Jamaican man. We can't get 50,000 on right now. To go down there, sleep down there. Dedicate 1 3 or 1 4 day. We chop and we yam. If we know how to cook, while we know how to chop. Make we come together. We are Jamaicans. We know how to do this. We know how to do this. We can't sit down and wait for international help. We need international help. We need the United Nations with helicopters and stuff, with first aid kit. We need every available help and resources that we can get. United Nations are all we need now. Please. A lot of lives are at stake. Thousands of lives are trapped in those bushes. Please. Jamaican men, let us organize this thing for tomorrow. 4 o'clock at halfway 3 square, Old Harbour. We need to have some locations. I'm reaching out to the government of Jamaica. Please to make all JUTC buses, Juta tours, everybody need to chime in now. Bring your cutlass, flashlight, crackers, bread, anything you can work with. Because we'll build back together. We will build back together stronger. When people them need some help. No, please. And we're asking the government of Jamaica to waive, please to waive all taxes. All the people who are sending aid to Jamaica. There are people who want to send aid and so. Please to remove that. Please. So that the supplies can come here and we can get the help. We need power saws. We need everything. We need flashlights. We need everything so we can work both day and night and cut our way to get to our people. People need us now. This is all me can do from here, sir. And I am one man, but if we all come together, we mobilize the thing and get going. A few country. Make we protect our country. The hurricane season is not even over. So we're not even out. We're not even if another one can start or develop and reach up on top of the dilemma. The people, the situation is far, far more devastating than you think. Me I tell you no. Me I tell you no. Now ask me how me know, me just know. I'm begging every man, everyone that only want to hear this now. Share the video, make a video go around the whole country so everybody can hear what the plan is. If you go down there, drive go down there, nobody wait for JUTC if you can't go down there. Because the government might not even see this video. And even if they see it, they might not even care about it. This is not about party color or party. This is about saving our brothers and sisters. Labor rights are trapped. PMP trapped. Independent trapped. Doctors trapped. Police trapped. Nurses trapped. Everybody trapped down there. So children trapped. Babies need help and supplies. Let us mobilize and get going now. Please, those of you who flew in to come and vote, if you can't fly in to come help now, we'd appreciate that. A lot of you, hundreds of you flew in to come and vote. Please ask for some time. Ask someone some more sick leave. Fly in. We need the help. And we need it now. Let's go. Let's go. This is how we do it. Make we do it, please. This is the call for unity. Please. People are depend on we. Let's go. Me love you know. Come on, me people. Let's go.
The powers that be needs to organize some of those morticians or martyr people to get into these areas and see if, oh well, they can work with the police and the soldiers to get these bodies out. We are going to be going through a destruction of Hurricane Mellisa, and then you know what might happen next? We have an outbreak of disease. We have to know what we're doing and make priorities for getting these bodies out, the animals and the humans. There is also Montego Bay. Help is needed there. There's no light or water. People have to be running to Kingston to load up on gas because there's little or no gas. That is there. Miles and miles of vehicles line up to get gas, so much that they themselves run out of gas while being in line. So you'll see a line of traffic there, and those line of traffic is vehicles that don't have no gas in them. So when they get a space to push them, just push it up. No gas, no down there. Enough for everyone to get. Don't even talk about the supermarkets. They are running out of food items in there. And you know what happened there, so now the stress is going to be, or the stress is on Kingston, for those who can come to Kingston to scrape all that is able to be carried to go back into Montego Bay. Telecommunication is next to none because there's hardly any internet services. You will come out just a bit out of Montego Bay and you just book a spot where there's some internet access, and you'll see a crowd gathering like it's a party, but it's not a party. That is the only spot them able to get internet service where they can reach their loved ones or talk to them and seek whatever help they can get. Because that's how my cousin got through to me, telling me this story that he all the way coming through Montego Bay, he couldn't pick up any signal until he come out of Montego Bay just a bit. And the first place they could get some signal, everybody gathered there. And that's how they are able to make contact with relatives and friends. So you know what is happening? There is pressure on other areas that might have a little food, especially Kingston. And then Kingstonians are the ones now that are going to be in problem, because when you go to the supermarket, too much shelves are empty. So the whole hurricane affect everybody in Jamaica. It's devastating to say the least. I see my relatives coming to Kingston. They come full them gas tank and them have drums and buckets in the back of them vehicle filling with gas to take back down to their parishes. Many people need assistance with food and clothing, water and accommodation to at least get some rest. I'm wondering, what about the shelters? What about some of these hotels? If them have any space. I know Jamaican people now have no behavior. And maybe that is some of the resistance. But I'm sure makeshift safety areas can be made to shelter them from sun, because it's not nice for you to get flooded out, then dry you, then rain come wet you again, because little rain still fall again in some areas. You understand? That can be nice. Many of them need a good bath and need a good cooked meal. If they make some makeshift areas where they put up tents and so on, because soldiers can man those shelters. And have an area, there's a lot of wood down there now, where they put on big pot and cook some food. And so have people in line, make everybody can get a little cup of soup. Well, I know they need a little more than a cup, but a little basin with some soup where they can get. Or somebody cook some food, not be no fancy nothing. Chop up some chicken or chop up some chicken back, or mix up some chicken back and chicken, chop it up, curry it or brown stew it or so on and thing. Many people hungry. At least they know they can get to these shelters and then get a hot meal. In these times, a hot meal is needed. Think about the people them that diabetic. Some people have different underlying illnesses. They have medication to take. May I tell you something, you know? Taking medication for hungry stomach, you know, not nice, not there, you know. You understand? Somebody need to think strategically and put stuff like this organized in different areas. It can be done in St. Elizabeth, an area can set up in Westmorland, over in St. Mary, over in Mobay, in Falmouth. Oh gosh, Falmouth is destroyed as well. Over there needing help. Certain areas of St. Anne destroyed because there's no light or water and barely any internet service in St. Anne's. It's a little everywhere. Find the areas them and make everybody get something. Everybody bomb rush in St. Elizabeth because it is popular. Let us spread the love. We can't make some people feel totally left out. The situation is already just heartbroken already. We need to do stuff like that until we can organize much better plans. Falmouth and Trelawney destroyed and need help. I notice I see dancehall artist The Angel in the area, and I also see Ramesh Entertainment in Falmouth, and I want to say big up to everyone, every single one, even if you only carry a bread, that helping, because every help counts. Families in Falmouth, Trelawney, St. Anne's have lost their homes equally. Help needed there immensely. What I'm really saying, it's not just St. Elizabeth alone. I know it's popular and help can't be too much based on the devastation, but help is needed in other areas as well. St. Anne was battered also. I spoke to a co-worker there. She said she can't talk long because she have to conserve the charge on her phone, as she have to drive a distance to get it charged, and she have to pay for getting the phone's charged, as there is no light, and no water. I asked her when she is coming back to work. She said she's going to have to ask for some leave because she can't leave her mother now. She's going to have to at least help to put the house back in some semblance of living because the area that saved her mom was the area that was slab. The rest of the house that was roofing is gone, and the house was also flooded as well. So right now she in cleaning mode. Just bear in mind that all Jamaica felt it from Hurricane Mellisa, because even though Kingston did not feel the full wrath of the hurricane, Kingston got a lot of flooding out. And now Kingston is under pressure for goods and services to balance out the devastation in the other parishes. Many goods have to be rationing already in Kingston. Many shelves in the supermarkets in Kingston are empty. So we're all feeling it. May God help us all. Guys, do anything that you can and reach out to anyone that you can, because whether we get the blunt of it or not, we're feeling it, because most of us will come from country and we main home a country, so it destroyed or damaged at a level. We have to help. We have to dig in up resources we never know that we have, honestly, to make sure that we do what we can do for our friends and family. Anyway guys, please remember to like, comment and subscribe to my platform, please. Love you all. Bye for now.